You know what's funny? Eleanor just got irrelevant without even becoming relevant. What's going on, my beautiful governors? Today we are going to take a look at Scipio Aemilianus. He's an infantry rally commander with smite damage and smite talent tree. In the video that we reviewed William Wallace, I told you that I'm expecting an infantry rally commander, and there we have it, Scipio Aemilianus. Let's take a look at his skills first, then we're going to talk about best possible pairings. The first skill is Africanus. This means he's probably like a son or grandson of Scipio Africanus. I don't know. Deal smite damage to target troop, damage factor 2.7k, which is insane. I know it's single target, it's not AoE. Even though rally situation is basically a 1v1, AoE is always good so that you can also damage swarmers. But in the end, the main thing that you are trying to do is taking down the rally, so winning that 1v1 situation. And this damage factor is super high, so it's really strong by itself, but it doesn't end there. For the next 3 seconds, the target takes 20% more damage. This is insanely good, not just against, rallying flags or forts. We can also benefit from it a lot for the counter rallies as well. Increasing the damage taken off the enemy rally by 20% for 3 seconds, I think massive. The second skill, Huntmaster. This commander's infantry units gain 20% march speed while outside of alliance territory. Okay, it is conditional. I mean, march speed on infantry is always good, but it's conditional. If this commander is leading a rally attack, all infantry units in their rallied army gain 30% health. You already know that health is my favorite stat in the game, and it should be your favorite stat as well. However, the portion that is working on the field is unfortunately just the march speed. For the health bonus, you have to be leading a rally. His third skill is Dawn of Rome. This commander's troop deals 5% more damage. Alright, whenever their troop is hit with a basic attack, it has a 30% chance to dispel all health and defense debuffs. And for the next 3 seconds, his skills are so long. What? And for the next 3 seconds, it will also gain immunity and take 25% less normal damage. I don't know what to say. Salt the Earth. Fourth skill, Salt the Earth. If this commander's troop is attacking a city or stronghold, whenever their troop launches a basic attack, it has a 50% chance to inflict the following effects for 3 seconds. Target loses 25% attack and defense. If the commander is serving as their troop's primary commander, as he should, the target will also be silenced for 2 seconds. And the cooldown is only 5 seconds. I think it's really strong, but the takeaway here for the majority of the players who are not leading rallies, unfortunately, because there are a lot of things that you need to check to be able to lead a rally. If you're in Season of Conquest, you preferably need max technology, you need max VIP so that you get that all damage bonus, etc. And of course, spenders will always have much better armaments, much better equipment, and that's why majority of the players are not going to be leading rallies. The reason why I'm saying that is because this is also a skill that completely requires you to lead a rally. So not only we already lost that 30% health for the field, we are also losing everything in the Salt the Earth. His expertise, whenever the current target of this commander's troop, in this case it's going to be the garrison, uses an active skill. So his expertise activates when your enemy uses an active skill. Troops gain rage 40% faster for the next 2 seconds. I think Scipio Aemilianus, I think he's really good. And we should definitely expect an infantry rally meta since Tariq ibn Ziyad, I guess. Because not only pretty much all of his skills are really strong, but he also deals smite damage. He doesn't deal skill damage. This means any garrison commander that reduces the skill damage taken, that skill of them will completely be useless unless you pair Scipio Aemilianus with a skill damage commander. I think my overall score to him is going to be like 9.5 out of 10, just because he doesn't have the AoE, but his single target damage factor is 2.7k. He does have really good debuffs. Target takes 20% more damage, or target loses 25% attack and defense. He does have a faster rage accumulation skill. He has a little bit of a tankiness from this 30% health, but on top of that he does have 30% chance to dispel all health and defense debuffs and gains immunity to it, and takes 25% less normal damage for the next 3 seconds, which actually gives him quite a bit of tankiness because there are a lot of commanders who does debuff health and mostly defense, but still I think it's really strong. Let's quickly discuss the commanders that we can pair Scipio for the rallies. And the obvious choices are going to be, of course, smite damage commanders such as Liu Che and William Wallace. Especially if you take a look at the third skill of William Wallace, Lion of the North, whenever this commander's troop deals smite damage with a damage factor that is greater than 1000, 80% chance the damage will be increased by 40%. So imagine that you are using Scipio primary and Wallace secondary, 80% chance is pretty high. So most likely, more often than not, it's going to get activated and you will increase this massive 2700 damage factor by 40%. I think it's going to be really powerful. Some people say that skill of William Wallace doesn't apply in rallies for some reason. They are saying that the troop that you're attacking should be on the map, but even in that case, it's going to be incredible for counter rallies. Of course, you can pair him with Liu Che, but the commander that I really want to talk about, and it's going to be a little bit weird. Most likely, some people will use it at some point, but in very niche scenarios. Call me crazy if you want, but I would say Scipio Aemilianus paired with Harald Sigurdsson does actually make sense. Yes, I know one is smite damage, the other one is skill damage. The main downside of Harald is that he increases his attack massively, but in the meantime, like equally, he decreases his own defense. But whenever Scipio is hit with a basic attack, he has a 30% chance to dispel that defense reduction. He will also gain immunity to Harald's defense reduction. So I think when you pair Scipio with Harald, you make that rally like quite unswarmable. In theory, I think it makes a lot of sense. But of course, what we actually need to do is to wait for high spenders to actually test it. I think this guy is really, really strong. I might be wrong, but I think Scipio Aemilianus won't be that amazing for field fighting because we are losing the second portion of this skill, which is the much better one. Instead of 20% march speed, pretty much everyone, I guess, will take 30% health, and we are completely losing this Salt the Earth skill. But as I said, I might be wrong because rest of his kit for field fighting looks really, really strong. I see you on the next video. Thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more Rise of Kingdoms videos, and goodbye.